Welcome to an update. This is Big Life Tiny House number 3. It took all winter to do it, folks, but we finally got this place organized. And the cats, they don't have any more trouble to make in here, so they've taken a nap this morning. That was Elspeth. This is Carbon. This is Gertie. My standby for 60 years. Okay, 55. I got him when I was 5. Anyway, lots has gone on, and things are finally sort of organized. Rosalie was my mother. My brother had that nice sign made. You can see that's in the skylight there. I've got my grandmother. Happy me. There's Pop and Ma. This is a cabin library. I'll have to take you up and do another show up in the library tea house. Anyway, this is the bunk. In 2021, I added a couple more shelves up there. This shelf is a runic poem. My first boyfriend made me that long time ago in a beautiful piece of wood. Anyway, this is the bunk. You can see it has numerous coverings for filthy cats. Who knew cats were so filthy? My God. Anyway, I got the towels and blankets on their own little shelves up there. And of course, any shelf you put up becomes a cat loft. So the cat likes to sit there, and then they use that as a rebound to get up to that shelf there, which holds hats and scarves and things like that. And of course, we're shooting into the sun here, so it's hard to see. But that's the magic shelf. The cat just broke this beautiful piece of, must have been 100 years old. It survived 100 years till the cat backed up, almost knocked the crystal ball off, and broke. It went toppling, the little glass cover of that oil lamp. You can see outside here, I built a cat run. We call it the cat garden. It's kind of like, you can see there's a little tunnel of wire because they're jumping down into the garlic down there, and a little canopy over top so they can't bail over the sides. And then it's just a small area where I can kind of keep an eye on them and they're not out killing stuff other than the voles that run through there. I'm thinking that might also be the squash garden out there, and they like to hide out in that storage trailer out there. Okay, so as you recall, this table was quite a mess, and it's still kind of a mess, because really, where the hell else am I going to put stuff like this? You know, the necessaries. And then a lot of stuff moved into this cute little drawer. I had to cut the feet off of it when I first brought it over here, just to make it fit underneath the table that was installed in the trailer. The unguents and balms, the essential oils, you know, odds and ends papers I can't figure out, and that's just hand warmers and whatnot. And that one's broken, and it has all the doodads like flash drives and stuff like that. The scary thing is, this is often like the stash for everything extra. Lots of clothes, and there's a little box in the back the cats like to hide out in. I can't really, it's not coming in. Scarves, hats, socks, everything's in a bin. Maple syrup. That's a box of seeds. That's 4. That's a cute little garbage can. I cleared this corner out that had all of the stuff that is now in there in a bin, and that's my immediate shoe collection. Got the muck boots. I took all the winter boots out to the storage trailer. They're in a bin out there so the mice don't get them. Got your moccasins and all that stuff. It's as organized as it gets, kids. I got the chair covered up. I have numerous things, numerous things that I've held on to. I took this from the towny house when I got divorced, and it's been sitting for over a decade, and finally I thought, hey, I'll use it for this. You know, that's just all the doodads, all the stuff. You kind of already saw the plates and, all the plates and bowls and copper pots and cast iron pots. All these things we showed you before. Stuff that won't catch on fire. It's ceramic, glass, or metal. Yeah. Here's the wood stove and the wood box. And I brought in this little stool that my friend Michelle made for me years and years ago. That's actually often the chair that I am relegated to by the cat bastards who really like to sit there. And so that's the stove. We've got bins there. This is the pantry now. I have a pantry. It just cracks me up because usually all this stuff was piled on the floor and I'd have to go through 10,000 little bags and doodads just to find what I was looking for, and it would get just as lost the next day. So there's like some cast iron pots under there. I try to keep that grate up so the cats aren't always getting in there. That's a 2-gallon water can. There's some, what have I got in there? Those are spices and dried beans and stuff like that. This is a little pantry cart. It's on wheels. I thought, oh, I'll roll it around, but really there's nowhere to roll it around in here, so it fits pretty nicely there. And everything in there is either in a bin or a glass jar to keep it nice. Spaghetti noodles and rice and lentils and beans and things like that. Got the honey tipped on its side. These are coffee cups. That's the kefir making itself there on the counter. I fell in absolute love with this cart when I realized that I can just kick the cat food and water right underneath it, and then I don't spill it, because it seems to be one of my favorite things to do, inadvertently spilling either one of those, flipping kibble all over the damn house. Anyway, and it's very funny. I'll have to get a video of the cats pulling it back out of there. It's very hilarious. I kind of got that windowsill cleaned out. You know, there's just not a whole lot of places to put stuff, so things that are out here are just out here. I'm in the process. This will be the cat window curtain. I saw this when I was in Italy. They don't have screens in Italy. That was in 2016. Someone can move to Italy and open a custom screen, door screen, window screen shop and make a frickin' $1 million. They would just think it was so novel. Anyway, I think this is really clever, and I've just been trying to figure out. So the cats have access now to this window. This has become the cat window out to the cat garden. And it just slides open, and when they want to go out, they go out. And I often just leave it open now that it's summer, but we've got flies and mosquitoes and all kinds of crap. Look at that beautiful day out there. So I'm like, how can I help keep? And that was what they used in Italy to keep flies and mosquitoes out. So I'm using my corks. Just string them up. I figure a cat will be able to figure. We'll train the cat. The cats will be trained to walk through that, and that'll cover the window when it's open over there. Coffee grinder. This is a stove area. This is Faraday cage area for the electronic device. This is the solar control box. The solar control panel out in the garden. It is 18 April, I think, and I've got the cold crops in out there, potatoes, onions. Here's the, as I said, I'm living a really big life in this teeny tiny space. So everything's stacked, everything's in magnets. And found this beautiful cutting board underneath, which gives me almost, god damn, 1.5 feet of counter space. And it's just propped up on a couple of whatever those are. And then the little utility drawer there. Hung the paper towels back there. These are all, you know, tea, coffee, immediate spices, vitamins, supplements. Got this little bin out of my studio. Just slides onto the shelf there. And it holds that stuff up out of there. The dishes aren't done. That's a wad of peanut butter in the middle of that tub full of water. That's the best mouse trap ever. Never have had mice in this house. They've been in between the walls and the ceiling. But the little girl cat, that one over there, she brought a mousey in to me because I'm always bitching at them that they're not working hard enough here. So she brought a mouse into me, but it was in the gloaming time and I couldn't really see what she had. And I turned around and looked and boop, it jumped off the chair and now it's living in the house with us. So about 3 a.m. every day, the cats are running, scurrying about trying to catch the goddamn thing. Anyway, I'll have to bring in my 5-gallon bucket with a ramp and put that little dollop of peanut butter on a lid in the middle of it. It's the best mouse trap ever. And they jump in there. They have a nice little meal of peanut butter before they can't swim anymore, and then they drown. And that's just a little drip catcher. Got to figure out how to make that stop dripping. Eggs. Another little pantry of jams and condiments and stuff. I got a new floor covering there. Well, see, there's just more stuff. Those are journals and idea books and hydrosol, the knitting. I can't remember what else is back in there. Something. Oh, and then this is underneath the small little bathroom vanity. There's more pantry space. These are things that are like refill stuff, coffee, flour. This beautiful couple of bins and shelves, paper towels, foil, all that stuff, a lid for the pot. And I just am using these. I got that in Orvieto, Italy. Have another few of those around. And then this is beautiful. Oh my god. Look, it's double length pure hemp from my friend Abby over on the Big Isle. Sativa hemp wear. And so is that little green one up there. And then just hanging this on here. I use this red thing. I don't like it that it's red, but that's how it came from Azure when I ordered it. I'll have to order another one that's blue or something. Or green. Or brown to go with the place. So more storage under here. Bottles, castor oil, some colloidal silver, molasses, stuff like that. That's the liquor cabinet right back there. So just to cover those up, make them look nice-ish. New painter's tarp. And this that just kind of, oh, here's a shard of glass from the cat breaking that. Great. Yeah, that's the door. There's coats. We still have the cover on the door. I'll probably keep it on there. It's a big heavy fleece blanket just because I noticed last year I never took it down from the winter. It really helps in the winter hold the heat in because the door doesn't fit. I'll show you the outside one day when we do the garden. But yeah, the cat's stirring. Oh, I had to turn around and sleep on the other side. So yeah, the coats are still hung there because it's April and sometimes it's winter. Like there was a couple inches of snow yesterday. And then some days it's just really pretty out. Anyway, so let's see, have we gone all the way around in a circle? More of the library, more of the bunk, and back to the cats. Oh, and there are a couple skylights. But, you know, living tiny, it's a challenge. People are like, oh, it should take you about 5 minutes to clean up. And yeah, that's funny, but, you know, it's a matter of where to put stuff. You know, and when you haul your water, water's precious. I haul water about 400 feet, and I use a fantastic wheelie cart in the summer, or wheelbarrow, or the toboggan in the winter, but, you know, and so is propane. You heat propane to get your hot water. I use propane to heat your water hot, and so often dishes stack up. I'll admit I'm terrible at that. I'm not the best housekeeper. You saw what a wreck this place was in the fall when I harvested all the vegetables. And before we got it all set up and ready, give you the long shot just so you can see how packed in everything is. I'll go to the other end and you can... The other end, way over here. So this is living a big life. I got all my creature comforts in here. And I gotta admit, it's real nice to have floor space. I could almost do some yoga or qigong in here now. Okay, that's just an update. Living a big life in a tiny house. I hope y'all are having a marvelous day. Thanks for tuning in. This is Lavender Lori signing out, living off-grid in western Montana.